Goodness. Okay. All right, so I need to put my thing down. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk with you guys more about what I've been working on. Okay, and how are you? Oh my God. All right, so I'm so excited because I am going to be teaching tarot. Okay, I'm finally trying to break this down so that I can teach you all. And what I have done is I've created a method, okay, where you can do this at your own pace. You can sign up, you can study at any time, you can be invited to Zoom calls where you can ask me questions and things like this. You're going to learn the proper way, the way that I taught myself, the things that I've learned over 32 years, the attunements and activations that I can give you to open up your skills. And you can start working and doing it properly, because we have so much darkness out there in the tarot community, with people doing their witchcraft on you, and people giving bad advice, and they don't know any different in some cases, and in other cases they're purposely doing that. So I'm offering it at a fraction of the recommended cost. All right, so I'm going to talk more about it later. We're going to do some cards here, but it's only going to be $222 that you can break down into payments. This is going to be half price, okay? You will have 6 to 8 weeks of training and also Zoom calls, and you are going to be busy like doing this work. If you keep up with me week by week as we're going along, you will most likely have to do some kind of study or listen to some lesson almost every day. Okay, that's how much this is going to be jam-packed. So, I just have to offer it and then go for it. And again, most people will charge you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and you won't really get anywhere. By the end of this, you'll be able to confidently do readings for yourself and others and start your business. I will help you, okay? We will do a Zoom call before the whole entire course begins on October 31st, but you only have a limited time to get this at the half price, which is $222. Then it's going to go up to $444, which is still a fraction of the cost, okay? It will always be there. You'll always be able to log in and, get to work. And all you need is a pack of cards and a notebook, a journal, okay? I'm going to supply you with all of the knowledge. So if that's something you're interested in, there'll be a link below. You can go and read all about it and sign yourself up and get ready to start, okay? All the instructions will be there, and you are going to love the community that we're going to create, okay? Whew. So I'm so excited. It's finally happening, and I hope that you will enjoy this. So what I'm going to do first is a little bit of a reading for us and I love these. If you want to start working with tarot, maybe you want to get the Grand Lux Tarot. It's just so bright and beautiful, okay? I'm going to just do a reading for us based on the full moon. The full moon has just left us in Pisces. So now, because of the full moon, let's see what's going to occur. See the sunlight coming in. It's so nice in my room right now. Okay, so I don't want my cards to be upside. There we go. Okay, let me just get a few cards out here. And we're going to go and build on these. All right, so we have the Two of Swords here. We have the Eight of Coins here. See, that's you learning, right? We have the Chariot, and we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so years ago I started doing a few little lessons here free on YouTube. So you can look up BDevine Tarot on YouTube and just have a look at some of the things I did years ago, but that's nothing on what you're going to learn. Okay, So the first thing, this is what's going on now that we've had this full moon in Pisces. Okay, this is the energy here. So we're going to focus first on this Two of Swords. Okay, and I'm only going to do a short reading now, and we're going to do a bigger reading later. You'll see me on camera and stuff, right? Okay, now the Two of Swords comes up when there is a time of peace coming in. Okay, when there's a time of peace coming forth. And we may not see just yet exactly how that can even be possible, right? When we're not seeing exactly how this is going to develop itself in our life and come forward. It is not a time to be trying to argue with anybody or to showcase your beliefs, okay? People are touchy right now. Something that was kept from us as a collective, okay, maybe in a wider sense, is going to be revealed. And this revelation may have long-standing implications for the people that were keeping this information from us. We have not been told the truth, but this is a card of communication. The truth has no choice but to be told here, okay? What we need to be focusing on is what brings us the most happiness in life. When I started, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this. When I started to do the tarot 32 years ago, I was 15. So you can figure out how old I am, right? And it was different. It was, for me, it was something that I felt like I shouldn't be doing because my father was religious. So it was kind of a sneaky, rebellious thing, right? But as soon as I got my card deck given to me, it opened up a world of help. Okay, so this, for me, it wasn't about darkness. It wasn't about evil. It was about a doorway into my mind, a doorway into my intuition, right? And it was something that I felt for the first time comfort in, because my life had been so abusive, you know, and just tossed to the wayside and all those things, right? And I had a friend. I know that sounds silly, but I had a friend. I felt the energy. I didn't know what it was at 15. I didn't know that this was going to be something that my life would, you know, just fall into. But I knew I had a friend. I had comfort. I had something that would help me understand the situations in life, why they come in, and what we learn from them, and how to expand my abilities. It was a friend. And it stayed with me. My original deck is what I'm probably going to be teaching with through the course, okay? And others as well that I want to show you things with. But when I started to see the difference in people's lives after a person could tap into the truth of what they're asking, that is what it's all about for me. It's not about fortune telling or anything. It's about me tapping into the truth of what you are asking me and giving you a soul lesson. Like when you have a personal reading with me, that's exactly what you get. Okay? It's not about he said, she said, fortune telling and all that sort of stuff, although that happens to come through. Okay? So learning and studying something that means a lot to you changes your life. And people sit there with their doubts and their, well, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be hard. It's not. You've got to make things easy for yourself. If you want to study healing, there's ways to do that. There's ways to do it properly, and there's ways to fake it. Okay? And my mission has always been, how much knowledge can I give this earth? How can I help you to help yourself? And I know that 90% of you feel the same way. That's what you want to give. So you're going to be focused. It doesn't even have to be what I'm talking about, okay? You're focused on something of interest: music, poetry, creativity, studying, teaching other children, I don't know, whatever it is, animals, animal healing, that's all coming into play as well. But you will be happiest and most successful doing what you love, because people will feel it rather than see it. They will shift because of your vibration being so high. They will focus with intention, and they will learn, and things will finally click into place, not because of all that you know, but because of the feeling that you're bringing to the world, okay? Now, everyone in the globe should be doing something that they love. And if we were all doing things that we love, there would be a hell of a lot less stress, right? But then all these stupid little ego doubts come in, you know, with competing against somebody else, or everybody's doing this. So what? There's room for everybody. And I'm telling you, there's no one as unique as you. There's no one as unique as me. Get it? We're all unique, and that's what we have to actually use to our advantage. So if you decide that you want to move forward in a new direction for yourself finally, very quickly with the Chariot, the creative potentials come firing up to the surface. And the Charioteer, which is you in this instance, uses your mind to control the animals, to control your destiny, to control your direction. Doesn't even matter how wild and ferocious the shadow side is, trying to talk you out of doing stuff that's good for you because of all your little doubts that you really actually don't have. You're just afraid of having, right? Is, you know, when you get past all of that and you finally use your brain to your advantage, this is when the dust settles, the way forward is clear, and you can drive your chariot without even using the reins. It's just going ahead. It's just moving ahead, okay? It's pretty powerful, right? So every time I look at any card, this is another thing for you. It means something completely different, all right? So it's just how it is, and I'll explain all that to you later. But then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is your emotion again. This is your joy. This is your happiness. This is your truth. This is your love. This is the thing that you desire. This is the abundance, okay? But the emotional side of ourselves can be very, very damaging as well, because the emotions are always holding a past vibration, sadly, where you've been let down, or you've tried something and it didn't work, or you wanted to go in this direction and someone blocked you, or the emotion behind all of those things come up when we're looking at the Ace of Cups. The emotion of your doubt, the emotion of your rejection, the emotion of your pain, as well as the emotion of your happiness. What brings you the most happiness, right? What we were talking about. What brings you the most happiness? A lot of people say, what's my soul purpose? And I always say to them, do you mean what's going to make you the most money in the world? Or do you actually mean what your soul purpose is? Because that is connected with many, many things, not just abundance, okay? I know we all are worried about abundance right now, and I know we're worried about the world situation and that, but we shouldn't be. We have to remember our inner power. We have to remember our sovereignty, and that is the ability to focus on a situation that you want to see, put light on the rest, and move in that direction. You don't worry about how. You don't worry about what if someone knocks you off. What if you don't get popular? What if you don't make any money? Come on. All of those things will get you nowhere. Okay, so one of the things you're going to learn as you move through your spiritual journey is your ego, the energy of your doubt, and healing those things once and for all, because it cannot continue to rule you and give you a happy life. If you're always focused on your doubt and your worries and what other people are going to think, what your family will say, you will never get anywhere. You'll just do what you're told and live a miserable, subservient, gotta do this, gotta do that life, and then be frustrated that the universe isn't listening to you. See? This is a change. It's here. You have to decide whether you're going to spend your life in worry and then anger because you feel like you're abandoned by the universe, but you're doing it yourself, right? Or are you going to say, I'm going to just put my head down. I'm going to focus on really what I'm looking for my life, fulfillment, happiness, abundance, traveling, joy, helping people. I'm really going to focus on this. And very quickly, what you see is the turnaround. So the energy of that full moon has been to bring you into the truth of who you really are and to get you to finally admit, look at yourself and admit your flaws, what you're doing to yourself, where you compare, where you get cranky at other people, where you think everybody's talking about you, oh, they must mean this when they're talking about this. Stop being so sensitive about what everybody else is thinking, doing, or saying. Otherwise, what ends up taking place is someone's going to say to you, hang on a minute, is that how you feel about me? Is that how you feel about me? Do you go through your life projecting your energy at me all the time? And the person says, oh my God, no, I don't do that. Well then, why do you expect everybody else is doing that to you? Are you doing it to them? No, I said I'm not doing it. Okay, well, why would you think everyone's doing it to you then? And therein lies another question for you, right? Why do you think people are doing that to you? Because you have an expectation of being let down, of being hurt, or of being judged. And unbeknownst to you, your energy reflects a judgment upon others in case they judge you. See how that doesn't work? It's blocking you. If that's what you feel, and I know that water signs are usually very, very sensitive and, they feel and take everything on. Again, you don't have to live your life that way. I know that there are many people that will say, hey, we've got a problem with anxiety. We've got a problem with ADHD. Gosh, this is what I do in the morning with my ADHD and with my anxiety. This is what I do instead of getting rid of the damn thing. They learn how to cope with it. That is not helping you. You can get rid of any ailment that you have, any problem, any issue, any mental health issue, any psychological issue, anything that you feel is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you but yourself. Nothing is stopping you but yourself. Who cares what anyone thinks about the work that you're doing? If you do decide to do the tarot course, you will be taught how to be very confident and very sure of yourself, because there are a lot of people that will try to tear you down in this job. And you've got to learn not to take it personally, number one, but two, that people are lost. People are full of fear. And they see somebody who's happily doing something and they've got to, like something inside of them has got to try to stop you from being happy. Okay, so you will learn all these strengthening skills. So we want to learn just a little bit more about this. Okay, so what is going to be revealed here? What's the truth? Okay, what's the truth? The truth is that there is a feminine energy, once again. Creative, feminine, abundant energy The truth is Gaia. The truth is the universe bringing people together where there has been nothing but division. The truth will be revealed about the creation of disharmony, the creation of lies, and the creation of cover-ups. That is what is going to be revealed to us. Because when I got this card, I want to tell you this real story real quick. Years ago, when I got this card, it was in a very, very poignant situation in my life, and I didn't know what it meant at the time. It was only 2 weeks later, when the truth was revealed, that I understood why I couldn't see, like why I wasn't giving a straight message. And this is why this often means to me that you are being played somehow. That someone is not telling you the complete truth. And because we're doing this as a collective, this could be worldwide. That only after the fact, only when it's like finally in your face, will you say, oh my God, that's what that message meant, right? I know that sounds frustrating, but the pain that can come from this truth as well is something that you need to know, because you feel stupid when someone's played you. You feel like such an idiot when someone is doing all of this sneaky stuff behind your back, and you as an intuitive don't figure it out right away. And the reason that you don't figure it out right away is because you don't do manipulation. You don't think that way, right? A manipulator or a narcissist is going to think in a certain way that you just can't imagine how sneaky and deviant it is. You know, how dark it can really be, because that doesn't even cross your mind. You see? So people feel stupid when they've been in a relationship and the other partner has been doing God knows what, you know, and you don't know about it. You feel stupid that you didn't know about it, right? But that is what the other person wants you to feel. They want you to feel that way. They know that you're not manipulative, and that's why they think they can get away with it. Okay? So this is about someone getting away with something they think that they can get away with, but the truth comes out. Don't feel stupid when the truth comes out, right? Just tell yourself, next time, I'm going to trust my first initial instinct, which was telling me, and I wasn't listening, you know, because we're always told. We just don't want to listen. Okay? So it was a very important thing of betrayal, and that the person was doing it right there and then when this card came out, and I was doing a reading about it. So there you go. Okay, so something's going on behind the scenes right now. It's not always talking about relationships. In this case, it's talking about something about the earth, or something that's going on with the earth, something that we've been told is one way and it's really another way. So let's clarify this a little bit more. Let's clarify the Empress. Oops, let's clarify the Empress. Okay, you see? So this information, and you can see he's waiting on the ship to come in, right? The information's coming from a distance. It's probably coming from overseas. And both of these cards are very prosperous. So when that information comes forth, right? And we're going to look a little bit deeper later on, okay? When the information comes forth to us, what are we going to do with it? Okay? If you were told something without a shadow of a doubt, with multiple people to prove the situation, and you were told it, and you had been believing another way for a really long time, how will you feel? Will you feel stupid? Or will you say to yourself, if people are going to project lies That's on them, and they deserve to get what karma is bringing them. I am going to go and do what I'm going to do. Something we hear from overseas, I am telling you, this has been around for a long time, reveals a truth to us that we were in the dark about. Even the people who think they know what that truth might be, I don't think we know fully. And it has got to do with someone who is an empress, a monarch, perhaps, someone in great leadership, and something to do with her treatment of people and children and families and the earth. Okay? Because remember when this came out, it first came out kind of like upside down. Even though I wasn't meaning to put upside down cards in, it came out that way. So we see the opposite of a nurturer. It's someone who's on or was on the throne, right? And is now, you know, not obviously at one with things, probably has a greater understanding of things. But there's more truths that are coming out about this, and people coming forth about what they've been dealing with. Okay? I know we don't want to believe that. I grew up with the Queen as my queen in Australia, on the back of every coin, you know, and paper notes and things like that as well. I loved Diana so much that, you know, like when I was a little girl, it was like the dream. You know, I was like 5, I think, maybe 6 when she got married. And it's like, oh my God, you know, every little girl's dream to have this fairy tale, you know, marriage, like amazing. And then seeing her suffering and, you know, scrutinized, right? No one is perfect. Totally get that. But there are secrets about all of the things that we've believed in to be true for the longest time that are going to come out. So let's just get one more card about this. There it is. See the secrets. Okay? The secret is that there was more witchcraft going on, or druidry, or pagans things going on than religious things going on. The truth is the inbreeding and, you know, all of the secrecy. And, you know, one thing you've got to ask yourself is, if people are extremely wealthy like that, right? The whole of the UK was struggling and has been struggling, right, with all of the pandemic stuff and everything. Did they give anything to anybody? Did they give anything to the people for their suffering? Did the actual, you know, royals hand anything to the public? I mean, they may have done things like with charities and all that, for all we know, right? They've done all that, but to the actual people, while they sat there in their ornate carriages and, you know, beautiful castle and, you know, ridiculous coins, ridiculous crowns and jewels and things like that. God, they could have just given one of those jewels, sold it, right, and given all of the money to people, continually helped them. You see, secrets are coming out. The High Priestess is there. My God, this is a person who knows everything. Okay, he's going to let it out of the bag. Okay, so I have to clarify that real quick. So when's the timing on this? When is this coming out? Okay, in the next 5 weeks. This is all, we're going to see this revealed. Probably sooner than that. Yep. See, the ship, the money. There's something that's been kept hidden from all of us. And in a positive way, Okay, this is all needed to occur because this changes the way that humanity sees each other. Because what we've been doing is fighting each other rather than looking at the real culprits, and that is the people that are on the planet with more money than they ever need, you know, the elitists, etc. They don't give to the people like us. They don't waste their time. All they do is they give to people that they know they can get money back from. This is the selfishness of the world, right? That we don't want. So it's a quandary because we want to have abundance as well, right? But we know we're not going to be like these jerks. So how long is our abundance going to last if we keep on giving it away? Right? That's what we will do. For example, if I was abundant and I had all the money that the Queen had, let's just say, no one would be paying for anything. Spiritual schools would be going up all over the globe. Housing would be made available for veterans and homeless people and re-educating them on life skills, etc. You know, there'd be cooking for children and, you know, art for children, spiritual lessons for children. There would be the healing centers that I'm talking about, the wellness centers that you can come in. People don't have to pay. Wouldn't that be, like, that's what I want to aim for. Here you go. Here you go, world. This is how we shift it. This is how we jump into it. You know, me, in my life, I'm into the teaching mode. I am still available. You can still get me for, you know, what you need, for lessons, for training, for healing, all that sort of stuff, readings, etc. But I'm not going to always be available like that because there's bigger things to fry, right? There's bigger things to do. There's traveling to do. There's people to see. There's training to give, right? And I'm going to need people that help me do the training and all that sort of stuff. But it's not for me, it's not oh, one day, wouldn't that be nice? It's like, no, I'm commanding it from the universe. I'm asking and commanding that the truth be revealed to everybody on this globe, and that they stop doubting it because it might come from a place that they're not used to hearing it from, and that they wake up to the world that they want to live in, and they start adjusting in that way that people see for themselves, right? And then do something about it. So we are going to find out bit by bit by bit. Things are already happening in that way. And I am not going to pretend to say, oh, I'm so sad about this has happened, because I'm not actually. I am sad for the young girl that was. I'm sad for baby Elizabeth. That's who I'm sad for. But who she chose to be, that was a choice. The things and the oaths that she gave, that was a choice. She didn't have to. And she chose darkness. And many people don't realize that. They're there mourning and, you know, there's darkness there. Okay? There's darkness in every leadership capacity. And there's darkness infiltrated into spirituality as well, which I'm trying to knock out, right? By helping you all to get going and help me too. We can't just sit around anymore doing nothing and saying, oh, I'm a light worker. You know? It needs action now, not so much just thought or intention. Action. And that's what we're coming to. And change all this around. So anyway, I'm going to do a longer reading later and have a little bit more of a talk with you. There's a link in below to get yourself that half price enrollment into the course, which will start on October 31st. There will be a Zoom call with me before that time for all students. Okay, so we can have a big old chat on Zoom. And if you can't do it, could you please help me by spreading this to others? Take the link, put it on your social media, or send it to your friends in emails or something. I also offer an affiliate program for that as well. So when you enroll, you can be an affiliate and put the links everywhere, and you'll get 10% off whatever. You'll get 10% of what any people sign up under that link. Whatever they spend, you'll get 10% off, right? Attributed to your link. So I really am trying to help everybody and trying to make it as affordable as possible. I want to share so many things. We're not going to do the same old tarot course that you may have got, 1,000 times. This is different. You will see. And you will be supported. And we'll have a group on Telegram. We can all talk with each other and share as well. Okay? Practice readings, all that sort of stuff. All right? Okay, everybody. Love you lots. Thanks for sticking around. And more readings coming up later today. All right, bye for now.